Why, hello there, and welcome to part 6 of my Bloodborne stream. And we will be going to Castle Cainhurst tonight. So let's get into it. Actually, first, before I go, I want to change my gear up just a little bit. I'll put on some different clothes. Let's see what's giving me the highest arcane damage. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, so we're looking at we're wearing the black church garb today. I think. Sure. Well, I want to compare Gascoigne's set with... Okay, it's the same there, but I think I'll go with this. Alright, let's get into it. So I haven't been to Cainhurst yet, so we're going to head to the Witch's Abode. Alright. Oops. Do not need to go there. So I think what I'm going to try doing is, it is not recommended, it's not best practices, but I'm going to try doing Logarius using the transformed version of Ludwig's Holy Blade. Oh my god, what the fuck? Wow. That's not a good start. So the reason, slow attacks aren't really preferred against Logarius just because he moves around pretty fast and he's very vulnerable to, being staggered. So attacking him with a weapon where I won't have a pistol is not recommended, but it's what I'm going to try doing just because I don't know that I haven't fought Logarius in a long time actually. He's a bit of a challenge for me, honestly. But I want to try it just using the transformed version of the Holy Blade because that's what I want. Oops. I wonder if all those guys stay there after. Probably. I don't know if they reset their position or what happens. I love this intro. Cainhurst is such an interesting place because it just is a little different than the rest of Bloodborne. And I think that's pretty cool overall, and we know that's because, over the course of the story, Cainhurst changed 1,000 times, so it's not a surprise, but there's too many dogs for me. Too much. Too much food. Hey, let me in! Alright. I don't need all that. Just want to get over to Cainhurst. I like this voyeuristic shot, like someone's looking from the bushes. is the geometry doesn't even really match once we can take a look at it after, but the way the bridge looks like it comes out of Hemwick does not match up with what you can sort of infer from the distance. But it looks great. And I just love this spooky. You've got to a place where the bridge is all broken and your horses are dead. How did I get here? So I can see Yarnum there. And then let's pull out Monocular. Where is that? So I think, is that, so that's Yarnum over there. I think this is the witch's abode. I'm pretty sure in the distance there. So it's a bit weird. Let's see, hopefully I won't fall in. Yeah, it's basically because this place was changed around so many times that it doesn't totally make sense, but that is okay because it is a great area. Probably one of my favorite areas of the game. It's so spooky. Alright. I love all these statues out here. And so we have these bloodlickers, and for a long time I thought that the bloodlickers were related to Cainhurst, but I think it's more to do that at some point this was probably a chalice entrance down there, and so you find bloodlickers all over the chalices, and I think that's more what it's indicating. Because the more like the beasts of Cainhurst are more like those gargoyles that we'll meet. I hate these things. It's a good design, this like tick design, but ugh, disgusting. The other thing too is I don't think I'm really going to go over to them right now, but there's tons of those, like, it sort of feels like they're like a precursor to the parasite. And they're down there, and those have some chalice relationship too, like with the bloodletting beast. There's that giant one inside there, so all indications, because at an early point in the development they wanted chalices to be something that you like found the entrance to out in the world. And I like how they're differing levels of, like, you know, engorged, and however, the more engorged they are, the slower they move. What a nasty enemy. Oh! That's okay. Just get inside anyways. I think my main thing here as far as, like, items is hope to get some more chunks. I did a little bit of a pop into the DLC to get myself a head start, but this is sort of the area where you start to really get chunks and get your weapon up to that plus 7, 8, 9 range. I didn't have many blood echoes anyways. It's funny, I've been talking with people, I made a video about it a while ago, but just the whole idea of, like, how crucial is the whole bloodstain mechanic to the identity of the Souls games. And I think it's pretty novel at the time, but I've noticed a lot more recent, like, Souls adjacent games aren't carrying that forward. And I think after you've played quite a few of these games, it's just not something where you worry about it anymore. So I think for myself, honestly, it wouldn't be the end of the world if Elden Ring does something different than Bloodstains. I think playing with it in some way is what I would like to see, but whatever works for the flow of their game. Too bad. It's been fun using the Holy Blade here, which I typically use the Sock Lever, but the Holy Blade is just, man, so strong. Now that I've got my strength up to 25, I'm starting to get some skill up too, which won't necessarily help out too much because I'm not going to be doing tons of viscerals, but it'll make those stronger. Nice. One shot with that. I'd love to see it. I love these guys. Cainhurst has such good, fun enemies. Started taking my time through this area, just taking it. I haven't been to Cainhurst in years, because when I play through Bloodborne now, I sort of do main path, like, because I just like to do it as like a, you know, 4 to 6 hour experience. So I don't often go to the optional areas on just those quick playthroughs, but it's so good. I think there's some chunks up on the right side. This place is worth popping into even if you don't intend on fighting Logarius, just for those chunks. I'm close to being able to get them with 2R1s, so that would be awesome. Make quick work of them. Let's see. Nice. I figured I would get both. I've got some bloodstone chunks. Maybe I can get it up to +8 before fighting Logarius, because he is a little bit tricky. IMO. Oh! What a happy sounding place. And it sort of has more of the Souls rhythm too, because I feel like, you know, it's encouraging you to sort of take your time and just go through. Hello, Cassidiv. Good to see you. Doing some Cainhurst today. Just got in here. I was just talking about how this feels the most like Soulsy of areas, not just because of the sort of look of it, but just because it really rewards taking your time going through versus like rushing, like Yahar Ghul or something. Although I guess the Ringed City is in Dark Souls 3, and that's definitely a shit your pants, running around sort of area. I'm going to attempt to do Logarius with this transformed version instead of just like parry spamming Logarius, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I've ever fought Logarius with the Holy Blade. Yeah, I agree. It definitely has some Painted World vibes to it. These guys, I think they're like a dead ringer for the gargoyles, we'll see. A lot of interesting pictures. Actually, I remember in the pre-release material, like this sort of wall or a version of this wall was part of the marketing, just showing these portraits. Hey, Torch, good to see you. Yeah, it's been something I made a video about, and I've been talking about in Discord and stuff, but yeah, just, it's interesting to hear different people's opinions about how integral the bloodstain mechanic is to the Souls games at this point, because when I play now, like, it's not really a consideration. It's huge when you first start playing. Where is this guy? But, like, I don't even really think about it anymore. And, you know, there we go. And I was just curious, you know, how integral that feels to people. Like, I would personally like to see some sort of innovation if they keep a bloodstain mechanic. And I was noticing that, like, Souls adjacent games... that they haven't really been, that they haven't really been bringing the bloodstain mechanic forward as often. Not that that determines anything, but you know, it's just like you can have a very Souls-like game without the bloodstain mechanic. And I think there's been some interesting work by indie devs doing some stuff like with Death's Gambit, Blasphemous, The Surge. You know, they all sort of gave a different spin on how that stuff works. And, you know, I don't know if it's always better, but, you know, curious to see just what sort of role that has in Elden Ring, or if they have a different idea, and how people feel about that conceptually. Obviously, we won't know how it feels until we play it, but I think it could be something that goes away and is okay. As long as there's some sort of tension, you know. But, like, the tension is usually just the challenge of the game itself. I don't know if that you need, you know, that concern about losing. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. I totally didn't see him. Too busy talking about Elden Ring. But, yeah. So, you know, I think that I don't think it's necessary to the tension of a game dropping your souls, because after you played a game, you just don't really care. Like, at least I don't. Like, if I lose my bloodstain, oh well. You know, if I don't, great. But it's not a huge factor for me at this point. I wasn't expecting these gargoyles to be such a pain with the Holy Blade, but they do seem to be more challenging than I was expecting. Oh, that's too bad. I swear it's like brushing his nose. Oh, beefier than I was expecting. All these statues. There's not actually that many different statues, but Bloodborne loves their statues. These guys think they're doing something. Woo! I love the counter damage. It's so brutal in Bloodborne. Yeah, being a sculptor, that's a whole career path in this game. Executioner garb. I have to talk to Alfred sometime too. He will be very excited once I find Annalise. What a well-designed level. Just exploring a castle. That's solid. And I think we'll get tons of that in Elden Ring. Oops. God damn it. Just exploring a castle. You know what? I want to go back up. Especially if they use little forts and stuff as like mini dungeons. Exploring more castles in Elden Ring than any other game. Alright. This is... I enjoy this part of the experience. Getting up in here into the... this library section. Crawling out on the windowsills. It's a fun time. Moving secret bookcases. Gotcha. Now that I know I can one-shot them. That's my strategy. I knew someone. Some four-legged creature is attempting to break into this whole experience. Probably a cat. I'm gonna be invaded by a cat trying to sit on my lap, I bet. They just want to watch the Cainhurst experience. I knew it. You can't do it. Can't do it right now, buddy. Oh, God. That bastard. That son of a bitch. He's causing me legit problems. That's it. Fuck you. Whew. Nice. Double kill. I haven't played Halo in a very long time. Saying that brought back a few memories. Alright. I would love to just hang out in this place for a while. Like, in real life. Not with all the enemies, because I wouldn't do so well. Not much of a fencer. They liked this area so much they made the Grand Archives in Dark Souls 3. I, for one, am totally fine with From continuing to make spooky libraries. Exactly. Read a couple books, find the writer palace, or however you pronounce that exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Find some chunks. What is with me just whiffing on these guys? Oh! Oh my gosh. I can't fight the Dex build. Oh, that was just me dicking around. We'll get back up there. Oh, and I missed your comment above Torch about Dark Souls 2 and the souls and just the general, you know, because they sort of done away with the whole, like, hollowing thing as far as, like, your maximum health decreasing. Like, you know, by the time they got to Dark Souls 3, it was just, you could increase your health, not so much that there were mechanics that decreased your max health, so. Be curious to see what they operate. Hello, hi please hydrate. Welcome to the stream. You caught me at a good time. I'm about halfway through Cainhurst. Having some fun in this. I've already done this section. I have about patience enough to clear an area once now, and then I'm rushing through until I get to something new. I mean, not so much if it was a blind playthrough or anything, but as far as playing back through the games. There we go. Let's get that. This guy over here, he's responsible for my death. You're gonna get it, buddy. I gotta watch out. Good thing this guy was being a little defensive. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? That felt weird. I don't know what's happening there. I think I got lucky though. Ooh, hello, Mark. Welcome to Cainhurst Castle. I think I won that particular duel there. We're both sticking our weapons out. Are there any chunks over here? I can't totally remember where all the chunks are, but that's why I'm checking the items. Because I want to make sure I get them. Yeah. There we go. Being fancy at Cainhurst. Exactly. This is the place to be in Bloodborne. They're already dead. So, it's a little... Alright. Get some bullets. These bastards have been giving me trouble. I think in general this area gives me trouble because the enemies are actually pretty quick in general. And I'm choosing to use my big ass weapon. Which, as I've said for those who are just joining, I'm going to try and fight Logarius without actually using some stagger spam. So we'll see how that goes. It will be interesting. Okay, let's pop in here. I think this is where you get that one spell. I'm so popular at Cainhurst. I love those screaming head ladies. I don't want to mess with them. They're bad news bears. Oh my gosh. Nope. Do not want them screaming. Not at all. There's so many people in here. No way, bastard. I'm not doing that bullshit. Oh, shit. Oops. Come on, come on. Oh, he's not dead? Come on. I hate those little blow darts. They're so annoying. Alright, where is... Oh, yeah. I haven't actually used the lead elixir strategy for Logarius. I like the idea of using some violins for the sword hits. Yeah, my typical strategy with Logarius has been to do some of the... like the parry spam or like, you know, Blood Beast pellet. Which I might try using Blood Beast pellet, but I don't know if it'll really work or make that much sense with the Holy Blade, but we'll see. I'm gonna try two-handing it because I'm stubborn. And I just want to go around using this big-ass weapon. It's been a very... I've never truly done like a... Actually, no, yeah. I've never truly done like a full Holy Blade build, despite in Souls games pretty much constantly using great swords and stuff, so... Oh, I thought I might have a... Come on. Come here. He's playing coy. Do I really have to pick it up? Got that. Boom. Lots of twin bloodstone shards. I'm also curious, looking ahead when I get to Bergenworth, I'm wondering, you know, I think that Ludwig's Holy Blade will do really good against Rom. I'm curious if I can use some Beast Blood Pellet stuff to kill him fully in the first phase. Alright. We're getting there. We're almost to Logarius. Oh, we basically are there. But I'm going to grab a few more chunks. See if I can't upgrade. Oh, is there... I'm vaguely aware of where the Creeping Nightmare is. It's either over here. It's somewhere up on this level. I just can't recall exactly where. Oh, stop it. There we go. Make sure I get... There we go. I almost fucked that up. There we go. Because that is a decent portion of the chunks I'm getting. Yeah, interrupting Rom's teleport is... I haven't done it. I've tried it, but I've done some pretty massive damage in the BL4 run, and that was without having, you know, additional stats. So I think we've basically got... I don't think there's really... I'm going to pop up here, but we're basically in Logarius town now. So I might pop back to the Hunter's Dream. I guess I'll grab this first. I just want to cash in some echoes, see if I can upgrade my weapon. I might upgrade my pistol too, just in case I end up not doing the trick version of Holy Blade. That doesn't work too bad. It's trick to Bloodborne. R1, R1, R1. Or if you're using the saw cleaver, R1, L1, R1. Alright, so that's about all that is novel up here. So yeah, I'm going to pop back. I really need to put... Where are they? There we go. Let's pop back to the Hunter's Dream and then we'll go after Logarius. Hello, Gota Jalo. Good evening. You have not missed Logarius yet, so you've come in at a good time. We'll be testing out Logarius. And if I remember correctly, Logarius, good against fire, good against bolt, like arcane stuff, so I think usually against Logarius it's just physical damage. Unless I'm mistaken, but I think that's the case. Let's see, do I have enough chunks? There we go. Perfect. Get a +8. Perfect. That's good, and then might as well get the pistol upgraded just in case. I'm not going to do chunks on it yet, but... Oh, thank you, Gotajalo. Yeah, it was a very nice responses to my channel update, and I'm mostly just discouraged by YouTube, and just like I don't really care about the ad revenue too much, especially because stuff like this Bloodborne playthrough are due to support from Patreon. But it is just frustrating that I know they're getting ad money off me. It's just like annoying. It's hard not to feel like they're just making it difficult. That YouTube isn't making it difficult for you. So let's sort of doing a quality build. But yeah, we'll keep the content running. But I was just also at a point where I think I can do just as much time-wise of like Elden Ring content weekly on Fridays. I'll see what their weekly tweet is and make an episode, and then just produce videos for Mondays, but those won't necessarily be Elden Ring related. And I think that'll let me make some of the content I like to make, because I like doing the sort of casual camera stuff and doing streams like this, but I just can't stop myself from doing some larger videos that are, scripted. Do I have a favorite boss in Bloodborne? Yeah, Ludwig is my favorite boss in Bloodborne, and maybe my favorite boss in a Souls game. I really like Ludwig, and I actually haven't fought him in a while, so I'm looking forward to cutting him up with his holy blade. I think Ludwig is a very good, tough fight. I am not very good at Phase 2, but I got really good at Phase 1 doing BL4 a number of years ago. I like Logarius, but I am not great at him. Oh yeah, forgot to do this. Ugh. I have the cat nudging my feet. I even fed them right before streaming just so that I wouldn't have them, but he's a snuggle monster. My cat's name is Loki, and he is very mischievous. He lives up to his name. Even though it's been quite a while since I actually fought Logarius, you have just that, memory. There's those bosses that I've always struggled against Logarius. So just feeling that run, it's so nostalgic. Yeah, what are we thinking naming our fur kids Loki? We're just asking for it. It's really a choice. All right. I can't decide if I want to use a beast blood pellet. I don't think I will do it this time, but I'm just going to keep it here in case. I'm a really big supporter of Guardian Ape 2, Kyle O'Connell. I think it's a very good fight. I enjoy both of them. It's a good fake out, and I just think it's a fun fight. I also find the gimmick with the spear very satisfying. I was so curious to find out about Logarius leading up to the release of Bloodborne, because you saw this hand in one of the trailers, and I was just so curious what this icy dude, and you could tell because of the snow that it's Cainhurst. Turns out he's an asshole wizard. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how my whole two-handing works. Alright. My typical from muscle memory is to go left. Let's go, buddy. Wait! When did I do that? Ooh. Ooh. Whoop. Whoop. Nice. This is gonna be the tough part. With such a larger weapon. Come on. Whoa. Need to get that thing done. Need to get rid of this. Worth it. Let's see. Oh, come on. Ooh, too bad. Probably should hit the sword. Not that first try, though. I do think the Elden Ring bosses are going to be pretty nice, pretty nuts, Kyle. So I like to see what we have so far. Looks pretty crazy. That wasn't a bad first attempt on Martyr. Yeah, you can with him, and if you notice, I was just kind of generally walking under it. For me, it's always been sort of hit or miss if I'm in the right position, but you can usually just kind of walk forward to avoid getting hit by it. And as I thought would be sort of the trouble is, I should transform to get rid of the sword, just shoot it. Because once that sword's in the ground, it buffs him pretty significantly. But wasn't a bad attempt. Do I have the confidence to not send the elevator down? I do not. Oop. Oop. Usually I run off the staircase. It's my preferred method. Yeah, no, it did pretty bad for Logarius. Or did pretty decently. So I am happy with that. I wonder if I could get an L2 in there. L2 R1 against him. It is funny to try it without just like trying to parry him, which it's funny. I even have Blood Rapture on just in case I switch. Yeah, I struggle with Logarius too, so I'm relatively happy with how that went. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Doing this at BL4 was... Ooh. I did it, but it was brutal. I'm worried that the L2 might be too slow. We'll see. Yeah, I think the sweep is much better of the R1. Bro, I don't want you over there. I don't want you against the wall. Ooh. Yeah. Get off the wall, bro. Logarius loves hanging out on this wall. Get off there. Hate that attack. Why isn't it? Are you fucking serious? Ugh! Why is it being such a dick? Okay, fine. Fine, you dick. Oh, that went very poorly. Come on. Ooh. Oof. That was a weird situation. I don't... Whoop. Oh, alive. Hallelujah. Yeah, sometimes he goes wonky. This is what you'd love to see in a BL4. There we go. Not too bad. Whew. Okay, let me catch us on some chat here. Whew, that was a fun fight. Let's see. We're talking about some hand-eye babies. Oh yeah, the bullet range. Yeah. Plus that always makes me panic. There's just something about that whole look. I love it that even after all this time, souls can make you panic sometimes. Yeah, Kyle, Omnipotent has sort of hinted that there is some real shit going on. It's going to be brighter and more colorful, more high fantasy, but also, from the looks of it, pretty fucked up. Okay, let's go see Annalise. Looking good, looking good. It really fits my head well. Thank you. I thought that was a pretty good job on Logarius. I'm glad I was able to two-hand him. I almost switched to just some parry spam in the second phase, but I held true. I had a goal. I have heard that rumor. The person who said it, Special Ed, or one of those people, you know, he has a pretty mixed track record. If he was accurate, we would have seen Elden Ring at every Microsoft show over the last 2 years. So I'm personally, until we get something sort of more official, the rumblings, I haven't been paying too much attention just because I'm looking forward to Elden Ring, and I'll worry about the rest after that. Our legless, our knights missing their left leg. But I would not be surprised if they're doing another PlayStation exclusive, because they make some good games for PlayStation.
No subject, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
right, all right. What did I do? Which, yeah. Wait, that's not what I meant to do. She's not gonna like that. Do I even... Do I... Where do you get the... Oh, wait, you just... It's a button prompt. Oh, my God. It's a button prompt, right? Yeah. I was looking for... Oh, my God. It's been a while, hasn't it?
I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope for Armored Core fans there is a mech game being in development at From Software, but it's been quite a while since they spoke about it. And Sekiro did really well. For those reasons, I'm like, who knows what the future holds for mech games. Sure.
Well. An odd hunter thou art indeed.
Make myself a vile blood.
These piteous nights. Share in our plight and take oath against the church.
Yeah, I haven't exactly been helping the church thus far anyways.
I prithee, partake of my rotted blood. Very well. Drink deep of our blood.
Sure.
Feel the spreading corruption burn.
It's got some range on that blood.
Now, thou art too of vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth.
There we go.
We await that for the honor of Cainhurst.
There we go. Cainhurst is such a fun place. Fortunately, I'll be taking that with me. But, oh, here we go. Man, so many statues. All right. Well, that was super fun going through Cainhurst. I'm going to end the stream here. It is a good spot. I think next time will probably be Bergenworth, I'm thinking. So that'll be next Thursday. And so I've had a lot of fun chatting tonight about various things. And, Elden Ring hype, talking about how good Cainhurst is. And, wait for the, look forward to that Elden Ring tweet tomorrow. And then I'll be doing a video about that and an additional topic probably shortly after. But thanks everyone for joining, and I will see you later. Everyone have a good night.